A Knosha jury gave its verdict for Kyle Rittenhouse, the 18-year-old who faced multiple murder charges. Rittenhouse had trouble keeping his balance as the jury acquitted him of every charge. NTD's Miguel Moreno has that moment.
As to the fifth count of the information gauge Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
After days of deliberating, the jury gave its verdict. Kyle Rittenhouse was acquitted of all 5 charges. This is the end of a case that garnered the country's attention, a case tied to self-defense, guns, and Kenosha's riots in 2020. Attorney Kirk Everson of Everson and Richards tells me he's been an attorney for 21 years. He says the jury got the facts, not the corporate media narrative. But he takes issue with the prosecution for bringing this case forward.
The real job of a prosecutor, we entrust them with the discretion to evaluate these cases and to bring cases that are warranted. To be straightforward, the defense should never win if the prosecution isn't broken. Why would you prosecute a case that you can't prove? And to do so based on false narratives like we saw in this case, it's upsetting. We had even the President of the United States chime in and make some sort of statements indicating that somehow Kyle Rittenhouse could have been affiliated with white supremacy. If those facts existed, we would have heard those during the trial. This is why we have the jury system, because the court of public opinion is driven by those who control the narrative.
Reports say prosecutor Thomas Binger tried arguing that Rittenhouse was affiliated with the Proud Boys and white supremacist philosophies, but the judge rejected Binger's attempts. Director of Big Data Poll Rich Barris was a pollster for the defense's jury selection. Barris tells me he polled residents both in Kenosha and the state. He found that most people viewed Rittenhouse unfavorably, partly due to false media coverage. Barris tells me that in the end, the Rittenhouse legal team did not use his data to select the jury.
I want you to first of all give me your impression of the verdict. Yeah. What did you think?
You know, I got to tell you, I think Kyle Rittenhouse, the facts were overwhelming in his favor, but that doesn't always matter. Sadly, that's just the way. So, our system is imperfect. But I think the jury did reach the right conclusion, and just judging from what I do, the dynamics of what happened in the jury there. It looked like there was about maybe one, if possible, a second holdout, but really one that had a problem. And typically, these people can either, hang the jury or they can try to bring some others along with them. But in more than 90% of the cases, it ends up that holdout folds with the majority verdict. So that's what it looks like happened here.
In a statement to ABC, Prosecutor Binger said, "While we are disappointed with the verdict, it must be respected." Miguel Moreno, NTD News.